Yo, what's the deal? How y'all doing out there, man? Welcome to Bergano Sports. Welcome to, yeah, your favorite sports analyst, man. And today, man, we talking NFL football, man. The NFL is back. It's officially back, man. We had our first game, a nail-biter game, man, last night against the Chiefs versus the Ravens, man. The Chiefs coming out, banner night, showing off their banner, getting the fans hype. The Ravens, they trying to come get revenge for the AFC Championship last night. Lamar feeling like he got the juice. He got the formula to beat the Chiefs, man. He ready to go. Everybody talking about revenge. Everybody want to rewrite what happened last year, man. And yeah, man, it was just an exciting game, dog. It was just an exciting game, man. It kind of started off a little shaky because it was rain delay and stuff, but we did get football last night, man. So, man, let's get straight into it, dog. Let's get straight into the stats, and then I'm going to give y'all my analysis of what I think was going down yesterday. So, the game ended up being 27-20. Went the Chiefs' way last night. And, yeah, man, let's break down the game leaders and stuff like that. So Lamar Jackson ended the game with 26 of 41 passing, 41 attempts, 26 of them was completed, 273 yards, 1 TD. Patrick Mahomes had an efficient 20 of 28, 291 yards, 1 TD, 1 interception. Lamar Jackson was the Ravens' leading rusher, 16 carries, 122 yards. Isaiah Pacheco was the Chiefs' leading rusher with 15 carries, 45 yards, 1 TD. Isaiah Likely, remember that name, fellas and ladies, is Isaiah Likely had 9 receptions, 111 yards, 1 TD. Yeah, Rashard Rice, 7 receptions, 103 yards. Rashid Rice was all over the field last night. Let's see, you got more player stats, man. We just gonna keep it like we gonna stay on the offense for now. We could go into the defense and all of that other stuff, but we just gonna stay right here and let's go with my analysis. So to start off the game, I feel like the game started off kind of like shaky a little bit because everybody, this the first game, man. This the first game. Nobody's really got they football. They not really in full go because a lot of these players didn't play preseason, man, due to not getting hurt and trying to keep them upright for the first game. So a lot of them trying to get into football shape, get to doing live action and stuff like that. So of course it's gonna start out shaky, but the Ravens with these penalties, man. Like I know a lot of people was complaining about the illegal formations being called 3 times in a row, but I mean, if it's a illegal formation, it's a illegal formation. You got to call it. I just feel like when fans get to talking about that, it was kind of swaying the game and stuff earlier. I mean, I feel like no, like if it's a advantage for the other team, you got to call it. So people just got their picks of who they wanted to win and stuff like that. So they gonna say, oh, well, the refs was trying to help the Ravens, help the Chiefs and stuff like that. But like, yeah, the Ravens came out penalty after penalty after penalty. I feel like we got a good look of how the Ravens want to use Derrick Henry, which they really didn't. I feel like, in my opinion, they didn't use him enough. But the reason why it seemed like they ain't use him enough because Chris Jones. Let's talk about Chris Jones, man. Chris Jones was just wreaking havoc all night, having his way with that O-line of the Ravens, man. The Ravens really, really, if they thinking about being any type of championship contention, got to get that line together. But like I said, it's the first game, Lamar Jackson. Let's talk about Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson, he still got some things he need to work on, man. For everything that's good about him, man, he still got some stuff he need to work on, man. I feel like he did a lot of good stuff last night, but when it was time for him to really put his impact on the game, I feel like he couldn't make the throws and the plays that he needed to make. I feel like more than anything, the game wasn't as close as the end and score for us, like the Kansas City Chiefs goes, because we got the Kansas City Chiefs bringing in old problems for last year into this year with the drops, man. At the wrong time, man. It was a lot of drops. Pacheco dropped one that could have potentially been a touchdown. He was wide open in the flats. I think Juju Smith Schuster dropped one right there by the end zone. The way he tried to catch it was crazy. I feel like, he should have, he's more of like a body catcher than a hand catcher. So it just looked awkward the way he tried to catch it. But that should have been a touchdown. I feel like, honestly, the Chiefs should have been up at half 21-7 at one point. So, 21-7. I feel like the game wasn't even close. I feel like the Chiefs kind of played with their food a little bit, throughout the night. But yeah, man, games is, that's the way the games go. It's ends and flows and stuff like that. But for as like Lamar Jackson goes, we all know he can run that ball. I feel like the play calling for the Ravens, whoever they offensive coordinator was, I just ain't like that play calling where they were trying to do a lot of sideline passes to get these guys out in the flats, I guess, and get them, a full head of steam and stuff like that. But I just felt like a lot of that stuff wasn't really working, man, because the Chiefs is kind of sniffing a lot of that stuff out. Like, the plays that Lamar did make down the field, some of them was connecting. Zay Flowers is most definitely a dog, man. If you got Zay Flowers on your fantasy team, man, you're going to eat. Zay Likely made a lot of plays last night. He really kept the Ravens in that game last night with that amazing catch he made down the sideline, and he juked 3 or 4 players and ran it in. I feel like he making Mark Andrews somebody that I picked on my fantasy team. Hopefully it get better. Hopefully they stop using him as an extra blocker and let him catch some balls and stuff like that. But yeah, man, I think he making it more and more, putting the writing on the wall when it comes to Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews been dealing with a lot of injuries and stuff. So Isaiah Likely kind of took that step forward last year in the playoffs for him. So I'm thinking they looking at him more of like the catch pass tight end, in my opinion. So yeah, man. I just feel like the Ravens offense was real predictable, bro. Like, I feel like when y'all get doing the play action, the play action style offense, is easy to see that either y'all looking to get the balls out in the flat from there, or y'all looking to play action with Derrick Henry or whoever that is back there, or you trying to do some running back screens, some running back to the flat type throws and stuff like that. And it's real predictable, even though they was getting, it is effective, but I feel like it's real predictable. So you either know he pulling it, or he gonna pass it to the flat, so he gonna try to pass it up the middle and stuff like that when he back there in that shotgun set. I think they just the Kansas City Chiefs defense just dictated what they was doing last night, so it was real predictable after a while. But my whole analysis with Lamar Jackson, I just feel like he's still not making the throws. And I know it's only one game, so don't beat me up. I just feel like Lamar Jackson still not able to make the throws that count when you need it, because that play, he had 2 plays in the end zone last night that could have scored. He had that one where he overthrew Likely in the back of the end zone in the corner, and Zay Likely went down and looked like he hurt himself. Might have had, fell down on the shoulder pad, and he was laying down there for a little while. I feel like, even though that was a kind of like a tight throw, I feel like somebody like Patrick Mahomes or any other accurate quarterback could have made that throw, and Aaron Rodgers, any other typical throwing quarterbacks could have made that pass. But I feel like Lamar Jackson really ain't trust that throw, so he just threw something, hopefully hoping that Isaiah Likely made a circus catch, and he couldn't bring it down. And then he had Zay Flowers in the middle of the field, and I don't know where he was throwing it, but it just looked crazy, bro. Like, it's like, man, how you missed that, dude? Wide open. And then, of course, the play to end the game where Isaiah Likely came down, but he had the KD effect, shoes too big, and ended up being out of bounds, and they called game, and game was over. But yeah, man, it was a good game, man. Xavier Worthy, I know the Bills is killing themselves right now. They had a chance to draft this dude, which I feel like they're gonna be okay. They got Keon Coleman, another dude I got on my fantasy. So please, Bills, give him the ball, man. Get him the ball, man. Yeah. What people got to understand about drafting players, you draft players sort of what you need. I feel like Xavier Worthy would have been good for the Bills, but it wouldn't have been a good fit. It's a perfect fit with him with the Chiefs. It makes sense that he's with the Chiefs because the Chiefs got the scheme to use Xavier Worthy. Xavier Worthy, world-class speed, man. Really staying along speed when it comes to getting out there, give him the ball and let him see what he can do, man. That in and around he did for a touchdown, nobody even touched dude. Dude is that fast, man. So shout out to Xavier Worthy. He ended up having a rushing TD and a catching TD last night, man. He's going to be very good for the Chiefs. The Chiefs will be very, very excited to have him, man, because he was a dog at Texas, and he going to be a dog with the Kansas City Chiefs, man. He going to get y'all them big plays down the field. I can't wait till Marquise Brown come back too, man. That's another thing. And while I'm on the topic of the Kansas City Chiefs offense, shout out to Rashee Rice last night. Dude was tearing up the middle of the Ravens defense last night. They could not stop him. He was having his way, bro. He was having his way last night, man. Shout out to that dude, man. I know he got a lot over his head right now with that looming suspension on it, if they gonna suspend him or not. He had a rough off season this past off season. But if he gonna be doing that, the Chiefs gonna book him back to go to the Super Bowl, man, straight up. Because I feel like they really, really, really could have blew the Ravens out last night, in my opinion. But they had a lot of drops. I think Kelsey dropped a couple of them. I think, like I said, Juju Smith-Schuster dropped one. Pacheco dropped something, and yeah, that was pretty much really my gripe with the Chiefs, man. These drops, man. I hope they get this together, man, and because they're gonna have a high scoring offense this year, man. So you can book it. You can go ahead and get whoever you got on their offense, go on, start them, man, because hey, Patrick Mahomes gonna get them boys that ball, man, straight up and down. So yeah, man. Like I said, shout out to the Ravens, shout out to the Chiefs, man. I had the Ravens winning their game last night. I just feel like the Ravens was gonna come out and try to set the tone and try to play makeup for losing to them in the AFC Championship. But it all boils down to this, man. In closing, man, the Chiefs looking like it's gonna be another Super Bowl run this year, man. They defense, Chris Jones in the middle of their defense, man, dude, a dog, man. They can be had in the in the linebacker area because they linebackers not as fast as you would want them to be, but I just feel like that's gonna Chris Jones gonna make up for that. So yeah, they're gonna be all right. Defense, the defense when anything short, anything intermediate, they was on it last night. I feel like if you got a quarterback like Lamar Jackson, where he can buy you some more time in the pocket and he can run around back there and get them guys going off route and stuff like that and getting in those cracks, then you might have a chance. But that's slim to none, man. Chris Jones in the middle of that field, man, he gonna have a lot of sacks this year. I be ready to put him in that defensive player of the year conversation because he bro, just wreaking havoc in the middle of that field on that D line. But Lamar Jackson, man, everybody want Lamar Jackson to succeed. I want Lamar Jackson to succeed. I don't gain nothing from coming on here saying that he not ready and he not a good quarterback. He's a damn good quarterback. He just, when it comes to making the throws that decide if you win or lose the game, man, he still don't trust it seems like he still don't trust himself, to make those throws, man. So hopefully they get it together. And they could have, if Isaiah Likely would have came out with their catch last night, they probably would have ended up winning that game. Because I'm just thinking in my mind, it ain't nothing for sure. But I'm just thinking in my mind, they gonna line up in the I formation and they gonna hand that ball to Deuce, and they gonna run that ball in. That's just me being smart. I would hope they didn't get down there and try to, prove nothing and throw the ball in, or at least act like they finna give it to Deuce and let Lamar run it in on a quarterback keep or something. So yeah, I feel like they probably would have won that game last night if Zay Likely would have ended up that touchdown he caught at the end would have made it a touchdown. So yeah, that's pretty much it, man. If I missed anything, bro, let me know. But as far as I'm concerned, the Chiefs is the Chiefs Super Bowl to lose, man. I'm hoping and I'm praying that my Houston Texans got something to say about that this year, man. We gonna see on Sunday. Everybody got the Colts beating us, and I just don't see it. But maybe they know something I don't know. But we gonna see Sunday. We play the Colts at their house, and I feel like we gonna go in there and we gonna handle our business. And I hope we meet the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, because to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. So we ain't ducking no smoke. Bulls on the rise. Bulls on the run. Hey, Houston Texans, C.J. Strauss, Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, Tank Dell, Nico Collins. Yeah, we got something to say. D'Amico, Ryan, we got something to say, man. Danielle Hunter, Will Anderson, Henry Tutu. Yeah, we got something to say. Darius Stingley. Yeah, we got something to say, man. Yeah, Christian Harris when he come back. We got something to say, man. We got something to say this year. So, yeah, y'all already know I'm riding with my Houston Texans. I ride with my Alabama Crimson Tide, Roll Tide. Yeah, Tide DIE. Yeah, and that's what we doing. Shout out to the Chiefs, man. Hopefully y'all have a good season this year. Shout out to the Ravens Nations, the Flock Nation. Hopefully y'all have a good season this year, man. And we'll see y'all at the finish line, man. But that's my time, man. That's my analysis on the game. And yeah, let's have a good NFL season, y'all, man. Whoever your team is, put your team in the comment section, man, and let me know what y'all think y'all gonna go this year. And let me know what y'all think about the Chiefs and the Ravens game last night. Good opening game. It started to become a snooze fest a little bit because the Ravens couldn't really make nothing happen, and the Chiefs was dropping a lot of balls. But it ended with a bang last night, man, because we all thought the Ravens scored, but then when we got the replay, we seen, hey, he had the KD effect, man, in the playoffs when KD played Milwaukee and hit that tray over PJ Tucker. But his shoe was too big. He was on the line, man. So the 3 went to a 2. And then the touchdown went to no touchdown because, hey, he was on the line, buddy. But, yeah. it's something for the Ravens to be encouraged about. You know, even though I felt like I said the game wasn't close, I feel like the Chiefs made the game closer than what it really was because they was playing with their food. But yeah, that's my analysis, man. I'm gonna be doing analysis on all the key games this year. Of course, I'm gonna come and do my analysis on the Texans. So yeah, man, just be ready. It's your boy Burke. This is Burke No Sports, and I'm at 100.